Here is a recap on how we caught this trade on AUDCHF, which we also shared in our Signal community. Most of my analysis are done on the 4-hour time frame, and whenever I come into the market, there are two things I'm looking out for. One, it's either the internal range liquidity or the external range liquidity. After I identify my liquidity, I'm going to look for the closest order block to that liquidity, and then I'm going to be looking for an opportunity in that area. Now here in AUDCHF, we had this particular move in the market, this pullback here, another one, and then this breakout. So my internal range liquidity is going to be this first one that caused this break of structure in the market. And then my first order block, the order block closest to this inducement, is this particular one. I know most of you are going to say that this order block is not fresh. Why? Because this particular candlestick had already touched it here. But as you can see, this particular candlestick was the one that broke structure here. So this order block is still fresh. Assuming the next candlestick or this particular drawdown in the market was what mitigated this order block, then I'll be looking to take my trade in the next order block. But since it is this particular candlestick that broke structure above here, that tapped into it, this order block is still very fresh. After we've tapped into this order block, we will now go over to the lower time frame to look for our entries. I normally like to go 2 time frames below. These are all the time frames I use, from 5 minutes down to the daily. So 2 time frames below is going to be 15 minutes. Now in the lower time frame, I am looking for a market structure shift. That is to say, for the last high that was formed before tapping into the order block to be broken above. And then I'm going to look for my extreme order block. As you can see, after we tapped in here, we had a market structure shift here, but we could have taken our first buy here, but I clearly missed this, and that is why I mapped out this next order block. Assuming this trade never came down again to this order block, I wouldn't have taken this trade. So after it came down, we took our buy here, setting TP1 at this last high that was formed at the market in this area, this last high here, and then our final TP at this swing high up here. And as you can see, this trade is running beautifully well.